Okay guys, so today's video we're going to talk about Tesla stock. So in case you guys didn't know, Tesla stock closed at an all-time high and the markets in general have been absolutely bonkers lately. I've really never seen anything like this, I don't think, in a long time. But maybe at least in a decade or so. Maybe last time I saw something like this was 2009 and 2010. So let's get right into it, guys. There's an article posted on Business Insider. It says Tesla stock climbs into record territory on rebound in Chinese sales. So as you can see here, car sales in China rose in May for the first time in nearly a year, and Teslas were the best-selling new energy vehicles, guys. So that means that Tesla cars were actually outselling Neo cars. So I know a lot of people were kind of hating on Tesla stock because they said the last month's numbers were so bad in April, but Tesla sold over 11,000 units, so they had a really bad sales in April. But of course, obviously, the coronavirus was affecting that. And as you can see here, they had only 4,633 sales. So a few people were worried about that. But guys, things were really, the Shanghai factory was shut down, and it was just a different time right now. So I think now with things opening back up, I think people are getting more back into their routine. And one of those routines is buying cars. As you can see here, the strong Model 3 demand out of China remains a ray of light for Tesla in a dark global macro, and appears to be on a run rate to hit 100,000 unit deliveries in the first year out of the gates for Giga 3, which is driving some strength to Tesla, as well as Model Y delivery starting to ramp up as well. Tesla stock is up 121% today. So guys, as we can see here, the stock is up 120%. So I mentioned to you guys that I bought the stock at around $500, so I'm almost up 100% on my position. So congrats to you guys that bought down here, but I got in right around 500, and I posted in my video the reason why I bought it at 500 is because I thought it was a fair value. So sometimes, in my experience, on stocks, sometimes when you see a stock that's running up, sometimes it's better to buy a stock that's at a fair value, that's a great business, and that has a lot of future prospects than it is to buy a more mediocre stock at a lower price, because usually those stocks that are trading at around fair value, they're going to get more buyers and more attention. And a company like Tesla, for me, it's in the same class as Apple and Amazon. It's just only a matter of time until they get included in the S&P 500. So basically, we're playing the waiting game here. So congrats for you guys that held on. It's really nice to see a record high. And the funny thing about Tesla is that we haven't even hit battery day yet. So we're only about $50 away from $1,000 in Tesla stock. I know a lot of you guys out there were saying that in the comment section, you guys were saying that the stock was going to go to 300 and 400. So congrats for you guys that held on. And really, we're not just betting on Tesla, we're not just betting on Elon Musk, but we're betting on electric vehicles, guys. And I don't think a lot of people realize how significant things are going to change in the next couple of years when it comes to electric vehicles. I mean, it's kind of hard to visualize and conceptualize this right now because all you see is gas guzzlers everywhere. But electric cars are for real, guys. And it's not just Tesla, it's Neo. Ford's coming out with an electric car. They have a smaller company that's doing really well. I want to make a video about that. I actually bought that stock at around about $1.30. It's called Solo. They're coming out with a new electric type vehicle pretty soon. That's actually a really cheap vehicle. So all of these companies are going to benefit. So it's not just Tesla, it's the trend, the change in the trend. So is the stock a good buy right now? Well, obviously, you don't necessarily want to buy a stock at a record high, but there's more catalysts, guys. So the more catalyst is that, as things open back up, Tesla's going to deliver more cars, and we have battery day as well. So I think battery day is a huge catalyst. And the unique thing about Tesla cars is that they get better over time. So with battery day, they're going to be probably showcasing their million-mile battery. And that could attract a lot of attention. And a lot of people and consumers are going to see the value in owning a Tesla. It's just a car that maintains its value, but it's also way cheaper than a gas guzzling car, guys. So for me, like I said, I'm just holding on to my shares. If you guys think Tesla is a good buy right now, I think you're anticipating that it's going to hit $1,000 and continue on. Right now, the market cap is under $200 billion. And for me, Tesla is definitely a $1 trillion company in the future. The question is just when. So I would say, with their compounded annual growth rate, so let's take a look at that, guys. Okay, so I got these numbers on Morningstar, guys. So when I talk about trailing returns, I talk about compound annual growth rate. So as you can see, these numbers are ramping up recently due to obviously more publicity and product launches and things like that. But it's still compounding around 30% over the last 5 years, and that's in line with companies like Apple. If you bought Apple shares, you're getting about 30% per year over the last 15 years. So I think there's obviously a lot of room for Tesla to grow. It's not even including the S&P 500 yet. So this isn't the ideal price to get into it, but if you're thinking in terms of 2021 and 2022, I think Tesla is a solid buy. Like I said, you really can't go wrong when you buy quality. Even if you buy quality at a higher price a year from now, 2 years from now, quality will prevail in the stock market. So I hope this video is informational, guys. Congrats to everybody. Record Tesla day. We passed that gap there, so the stock is probably going to trend a lot higher, and we could see $1,000 by the end of the week in this crazy market, guys. So hope you guys are making a lot of money in this market. Hope you guys are enjoying this content, and until next time, guys, take care.